Good artists borrow and great artists steal. You've probably heard this famous quotation by Pablo Picasso, and it was more popularized by Steve Jobs.
Picasso had a saying, he said, good artists copy, great artists steal.
Now, I got another quotation for you. Pioneers have arrows on their back. Now, I learned the hard way that starting something innovative, starting a brand new category from scratch, you're gonna be a pioneer and you're gonna have arrows on your back. But if you want to win, you actually should steal from some of the best ideas out there. If you're a B2B SaaS startup founder, I'm going to give you some ideas that you can steal, some of the best ideas that exist. And I'm going to explain it in 3 simple principles in this video so that when you're going into the market that you're going after, you're working on an idea that's more likely to succeed. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unstoppable. I'm TK, and on this channel, I help SaaS founders like you grow your SaaS businesses faster with an unstoppable strategy. If you are new to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. That way you'll get notified every single time I drop a video with actionable strategies and tactics with the TK energy. Hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. If you are already part of our community, if you're part of my SaaS go-to-market program, if you're part of my SaaS start program, welcome back. It's really great to see you over here. So here's the thing. Google wasn't the first search engine. Facebook wasn't the first social network. And Salesforce wasn't the first CRM. They were never first. They were not pioneers by any means. There were companies that came before them, and the pioneers had arrows on their back. These guys recognized that there was a market need. They stole the idea and they made it better. And that's how you win in B2B SaaS. Baby TK, when Baby TK was going at it, I wanted to build something innovative, something no one has ever seen, and create something. Turns out I'm pretty good at that. But experienced TK, old TK, I'm not that old, I'm only 37, knows that it's better to go after ripe markets than to try to create a brand new market. Now, in this episode, I'm going to distill all this down into 3 principles that you need to follow. That'll help you hone in on stealing the right idea that's more likely to succeed instead of you trying to be a pioneer and having arrows on your back. So if you're excited to dig in, go ahead and smash that like button and let's get right into it. So we're going to use this framework and I'm going to flesh it out between the 3 principles. The first principle that you want to follow to steal a really great SaaS idea is to identify the department that you want to be focusing on. The department. Now, a lot of times you get married to an idea, you get married to a problem, but you're going at it the wrong way. The best way to approach this is to actually start with the department you're going to be solving for. Sometimes I refer to this as ICP, but this is even more specific than that. It's important, especially for this framework to work, you want to actually hone in on the department. Now, the departments that matter the most in order of budget, if you will, you got R&D, you got marketing. Marketing has a lot of budget. R&D has a lot of budget. You have sales. A lot of people didn't think sales had budget, but then we proved them wrong with sales engagement. They have plenty of budget. CRM. Then you have success and support. They have a little bit of budget. Support actually more than success, I would argue. And then you have the admin functions, HR, finance, ops, if you will. So the first principle here is if you want to steal a great SaaS idea, first figure out which department you're going to be serving. Because chances are the greatest ideas are hyper-focused on each of these departments. That's how B2B SaaS works. So first, principle number 1, department. Pick the department that you want to be serving. How do you pick it? Well, one way to do it is to go after the biggest budgets. So just follow this ordered list of budget. Another way to do it is to figure out what you know the most about. If you come from an R&D background, maybe you have a lot of domain knowledge, so you're more equipped to solve their problem. Second principle, once you pick the department, there's only 3 types of truly great SaaS businesses. There's a long tail, but there's only 3 that are really, really powerful. There's systems of record, there's systems of engagement, and there's systems of decision. I went into a lot more detail on what these 3 systems are in this video. You can check it out later. I'll link to it below. But the point of this is there's really only 3 golden ideas when it comes to SaaS. There's a system of record. The system of record is like CRM, where they write everything down. Whatever they did, they write it down. They track their core pieces of data on it. This is the most valuable. CRM is the most valuable, for example, in sales and marketing. In sales, it's the CRM. In marketing, it's marketing automation, most valuable. Then you have the second tier. This is slightly less valuable than system of record. So if there's already a well-entrenched system of record, then you want to be system of engagement, but they're never going to be as valuable or more valuable than the system of record. There's a pecking order. So if you already have a system of record, then you may want to be the system of engagement. And then if you can't be the system of engagement, the third most valuable, there's a gap between these two and this one. This doesn't end up being that valuable all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but a lot of times it doesn't. Is system of decision. This is more of your analytics tool. This is more of your ops tool. That's the third one, where it like looks at the data between these two things and helps you make better decisions, gives you better analytics, maybe predicts a few things. They're good, they're valuable, they're great ideas to steal, but never as valuable as system of record as it is as system of engagement. So that's principle number 2. Principle number 1 is pick the department you want to serve. Principle number 2 is pick whether you want to be the system of record, system of engagement, system of decision. And all you need to do now is, so let's just say you want to focus on marketing and you want to be the system of record. Boom, that's easy. That means you want to steal the marketing automation idea, the marketing engagement idea. So go look at all the competitors that are in the space and see how you can steal that idea and how you can differentiate, and you're in great shape. Instead of you trying to create something brand new, wildly different, trying to create a brand new category, you can steal that idea, see what's working. And a lot of times what you're really doing is figuring out what's the most essential 20% that matters the most and disrupting that, because that's what customers care about more than anything else. So that's the second thing. Principle number 2, system of engagement. Now, hang on. Before I go into principle number 3, and this is where it really comes together, let me just pause here for a second. Maybe you are hoping I just give you these 3 random abstract ideas to steal, but that's not going to help you. Like, this principle and this framework is way more powerful. If you're starting to see the power in this, because this is the map to figuring out how to create the most valuable companies in B2B SaaS. If you're starting to see the power in this, can I just get a yes in the comments below? Also, if you want to dig more into this, I have a 5-point startup growth strategy guide. It's completely free. It'll help you flesh out all these ideas, help you create the core strategy, help you grow faster. If you're already building something, figure out where you fit in this map. That way you're more oriented. If you're starting out, then figure out where you want to go. Either way, the Startup Growth Strategy Guide, SaaS Growth Strategy Guide will help you do all that. It's completely free. I'll link to it below and tell you more about it at the end of this video. Let's go to principle number 3. There's one more thing that helps you steal a lot more effectively. The last piece is there's a department. There's the system of record versus system of engagement versus system of decision. The last piece on this is the niche. So you could actually go after, let's just say you want to go after being CRM, which is super, super crowded, as we all know. If you can be a general CRM for the sales team, right? And you might struggle a lot unless you actually figure out a niche. A niche is where, and there's 2 vectors to this. The first one is the segment, and the second one is the vertical. Let me explain. So the first one is the segment, which is you can actually say, you know what? We want to be a CRM for sales teams that are in the extremely small business category or that are in the deep, big enterprise, right? You can actually go after a segment, which is enterprise, mid-market, SMB, micro businesses, solopreneurs. You can kind of go after a specific segment there. The other way you can attack it is you can say, I want to be the CRM, the system of record for sales teams for a specific vertical. Viva Systems, all they did was they actually built on top of Salesforce and they became the CRM for all healthcare companies. And I think they got bought by Salesforce eventually. But they just went super vertical, essentially, and they solved their problems in a very specific way as a CRM. Was the software all that different? Probably not, but because they hyper-focused on a vertical, they were able to steal the CRM idea and win in a massive way. So the lesson in this, the third principle, is even if you choose a certain department and you go after record, engagement, or decision, then you can niche down even more by going after a specific segment and a vertical, and then you're really stealing the right idea and going after a ripe market. And all of this works because it's already been proven that this software is needed, but you're serving these specific group of people in a whole new way. And that way you're not really starting from scratch, you're actually building off of great ideas, building off of giants. And that makes you more successful in the long run. That makes you more likely to succeed, more likely to compete because you know the market demand is already there. This is where it all comes with good artists copy, great artists steal. This is the way you just steal the best ideas in B2B SaaS and still win by verticalizing and niching down and going after specific segments and picking one of these 3 types of B2B SaaS businesses. So to recap, number 1, department. Number 2, pick the type of SaaS you're doing, record, engagement, or decision. And number 3, choose a segment or vertical to niche down even more. You do those 3 things, you'll steal the best B2B SaaS ideas. There's a $1 billion company in each of these buckets and permutations. I guarantee it. That's why B2B SaaS is so amazing. If you got value from this video, be sure to smash that like button. If you're new and haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. I drop a video like this 3 times a week with the TK energy, so be sure to hit subscribe, that way you'll get notified. Also, if you're building out your SaaS business, you want to grow faster, you want to get the strategy right, be sure to download our 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. Just follow the link below or just go to getunstoppable.com/strategy. It's completely free and you get full access to it. And lastly, if you're growing a SaaS business and you want step-by-step coaching on how to grow it faster, be sure to check out my coaching program as well. Just go to tkkader.com/GTM for details. It's on an application-only basis. The better the fit, the better the results. So you can apply to join, we'll get on a call, and we'll figure out if we can help you grow faster. I want to thank you for joining. And by the way, if you got value from this video, comment below. I love hearing from you. My team loves hearing from you. Be sure to share this video with a fellow founder, your leadership team, or other founders that could get value from this. We want to grow our community. And lastly, remember, everyone needs a strategy for their life and their business, but when you are with us, yours is going to be unstoppable. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode. Follow the link below or go to tkkader.com. I did that wrong. Just follow the link below or go to getunstoppable. Now, hang on. Before I go into principle number 3, and this is where it really comes together, let me just pause here for a second. Maybe you are hoping I just give you